Hello, everyone. Why did Queen Elizabeth give Princess Charlotte a special position, defying convention by making sure a younger brother wouldn't succeed her? Because of Charlotte's remarkable likeness to Queen Elizabeth and the great importance of her birth for England, royal observers were fascinated by her. Every gesture and action she makes indicates that she has the capacity to become an exceptional leader in the years to come. After taking into account all that makes her unique, leave your predictions for her future in the comments section below. Since her birth on May 2, 2015, Princess Charlotte Elizabeth Diana, the second child of Prince William, Duke of Cambridge, and Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge, has enthralled the public with her charming demeanor and vibrant presence. Charlotte is renowned for her lively personality and wide range of interests, which depict a lively little princess growing up in the spotlight. Despite her royal rank and the obligations that accompany it, Charlotte is confident and charming, and according to sources who speak to us once a week, she is the most outgoing of her siblings. Her interactions at public appearances with her family, where her innate charisma frequently steals the show, demonstrate this confidence. Charlotte's sophisticated taste is one facet of her personality that has captivated observers. Vogue claims that the young princess has grown to enjoy olives, a taste that betrays a palate older than her years. According to Hello magazine, Charlotte loves pizza and cheesy pasta, two foods from her youth, in addition to her love of olives. Charlotte and her siblings, Prince George and Prince Louis, are said to assist their parents in preparing these meals, which reflects their family's hands-on parenting style and encourages a love of cooking and family time. Prince William has revealed tidbits about Charlotte's hobbies, including her love of dancing, which is a common interest among kids her age. Her love of dancing brings out her fun side and gives her developing identity as a young royal family member a new dimension. Dancing is not the only physical activity she enjoys. A healthy mix of tradition and modernity characterizes Charlotte's royal family upbringing. Her parents place a strong emphasis on providing a loving atmosphere that inspires their kids to pursue their passions and interact with the outside world. Their strategy demonstrates a wish to give their kids a grounded upbringing while preparing them for their future positions in the monarchy. Princess Charlotte's public appearances with her family at royal events, like Trooping the Colour and Christmas festivities, provide a window into her life as a young princess growing up in the spotlight. These incidents highlight her innate elegance and ease in front of large crowds and portend a future in which she will hold a prominent position in the British royal family. News organizations from all around the world covered Princess Charlotte's birth announcement and the events that followed, making it a global event. Hours after her birth, her parents joyously introduced her to the world on the steps of St. Mary's Hospital in her first public appearance. G.H. Hurton's son wrapped her in a lovely shawl, and as media outlets and royal fans alike closely examined every detail of her debut, specifics of her outfit and the brand of the shawl became notable. Because of her royal title and the expectations that accompany it, Princess Charlotte's life has been a fusion of tradition and contemporary since she was a little child. Every significant event and public appearance she makes, in contrast to most kids her age, creates headlines, emphasizing her status as a member of the British royal family. Princess Charlotte has already attended a number of formal royal engagements, including the Trooping the Colour ceremony, which is held annually to commemorate the Queen's official birthday, despite her youth. In addition to showcasing her as a future royal, these events expose her to the ceremonial responsibilities and public appearances that characterize life in the monarchy. Being a flower girl, at her Aunt Meghan Markle's wedding to Prince Harry in May 2018 stands out as one of Princess Charlotte's most memorable duties to date. Charlotte enchanted spectators as she performed her role with poise and endearing zeal while wearing a pretty white outfit with floral accents. She gained popularity among the people and solidified her position as a cherished member of the royal family by attending this high-profile event. Princess Charlotte has been a flower girl at other family weddings, including those of her Aunt Pippa Middleton and her cousin Princess Eugenie, in addition to Meghan Markle's wedding. Every event has provided a window into Charlotte's character and her developing self-assurance as she negotiates her public presence as a young princess. There are strong familial ties to the name Charlotte. It is a tribute to Queen Elizabeth II, whose full name is Elizabeth Alexandra Mary Windsor, her great-grandmother. Elizabeth is a perfect option to memorialize her legacy because Queen Elizabeth II has been a beacon of stability and continuity within the monarchy. Prince Charles, Charlotte's grandfather and the heir apparent to the throne following Queen Elizabeth II, is also a feminine derivative of the name Charles. This decision demonstrates the enduring royal bloodline and the close ties that exist between generations. In addition, Charlotte has particular meaning for the Middleton family. Her maternal aunt Pippa Middleton, who is Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge's sister, has it as her middle name. By highlighting their shared beliefs and familial ties, this inclusion draws attention to the tight relationship between the Middleton family and the royal family. The significance of familial ties and traditions is further highlighted by her middle names, Elizabeth and Diana. Elizabeth pays tribute to Queen Elizabeth II, who has been instrumental in keeping the monarchy relevant in the current era and modernizing it. Diana, meantime, honors Princess Diana, her paternal grandmother, who captivated the world with her kindness, philanthropic endeavors, and love for her sons, Prince William and Prince Harry. Princess Diana's impact on the royal family is still significant, and her legacy as the Princess of the People is still felt around the world. In addition to reflecting her ancestry, Princess Charlotte's name establishes a standard for her future position in the monarchy. She is fourth in line to the throne, behind her father, Prince William, her grandfather, Prince Charles, and her older brother, Prince George, as the daughter of Prince William, Duke of Cambridge. Because of this, she is in a position to have a big impact on the British royal family's future. Princess Charlotte's future in the royal family is anticipated and subject to possibility. According to Express, she might one day become Princess Royal, a distinguished title that her great-aunt, Princess Anne, already possesses. The eldest daughter of the current king is customarily given the title of Princess Royal, designating a senior member of the royal family who performs official functions on the sovereign's behalf. Princess Charlotte continues to prioritize her education and development for the near future. She is expected to receive a thorough education that is suited to her future career because she is a royal child. Although she and her brothers, Prince George and Prince Louis, have been day students at Lambrook School since September 2022, giving them a well-rounded education while preserving their family life. Town and Country notes that boarding school may be an option as she gets older. Even though she is only 7 years old, Princess Charlotte of Cambridge has already shown a great deal of maturity and a good understanding of royal protocol during important public gatherings like Queen Elizabeth II Platinum Jubilee celebrations. Princess Charlotte joined other members of the royal family on the balcony of Buckingham Palace for the commemorative ceremony. Her family members included her parents, Prince William and Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge, as well as her older brother, Prince George, and younger brother, Prince Louis. Prince George briefly put his hand on the railing of the balcony as God Save the Queen. The national song began to play. Nonetheless, Princess Charlotte, who was always aware of appropriate royal behavior, gave her older brother a little prod to remind him to stand at attention with his arms by his sides. This charming gesture demonstrated her sense of duty and conformity to procedure. This incident demonstrated Princess Charlotte's function as the protective middle child, gently teaching her brothers royal etiquette and making sure they maintain the dignity demanded of them during such formal events. She showed a keen awareness of the family's public image and the value of upholding tradition despite her youth. Princess Charlotte also watched her older brother playfully engage with their aunt, Zara Tyndall, throughout the occasion. Prince George joked around with a Union Jack flag during a light-hearted conversation. Good-humored Zara Tyndall returned the retort, causing a brief, humorous pause that briefly interrupted the ceremonial proceedings. As a younger sibling, watching their elder brother's antics, Charlotte probably showed a mixture of delight and mild displeasure, as did Catherine, Princess of Wales, and Princess Charlotte herself. Princess Charlotte of Cambridge was catapulted into the spotlight amid the sad events that followed the death of Queen Elizabeth II, the longest-reigning monarch in British history, in a momentous and solemn time for the British royal family. An era that had lasted more than 70 years came to an end with the Queen's death on September 8, 2022, which sparked a worldwide outpouring of grief and introspection. Princess Charlotte lost her great-grandmother in a very private and public way when she was only 7 years old. Charlotte attended the solemn and traditional state funeral services with her family, which included her parents, Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, as well as her older brother, Prince George. Princess Charlotte was prominently spotted walking behind Queen Elizabeth II's coffin during the burial, which was attended by dignitaries, members of the royal family, and delegates from all throughout the Commonwealth. Her attendance, together with that of her brother and parents, represented not just her familial links, but also her place in the long-standing royal bloodline. Princess Charlotte's expressions of respect and regret were poignant throughout the day's proceedings. According to onlookers and journalists, Charlotte honored the monarch's love of equestrian sports by wearing a heartfelt homage to her great-grandmother, a horseshoe button on her lapel, a present from the Queen herself. This modest yet heartfelt act demonstrated Charlotte's sense of intimacy with Queen Elizabeth II and demonstrated her awareness of the moment's importance. Princess Charlotte, in spite of her youth, behaved admirably during the funeral procession, exhibiting the dignity and grace that a member of the royal family should exhibit on such serious occasions. Despite grieving with her family and millions of others worldwide, Charlotte maintained her composure, according to reports from the day. Princess Charlotte's place in the family dynamic was encapsulated in one especially moving moment. Being the protective younger sister, Charlotte gently reminded her brother Prince George of the procedure as the funeral procession passed Wellington Arch, where the royal family waited in respectful silence. According to observers, Charlotte subtly told George to bow as the Queen's casket passed, demonstrating her awareness of royal etiquette and her dedication to respecting her great-grandmother's memories. In addition to being a show of respect, Charlotte's gesture was evidence of her upbringing in the royal household, where manners and traditions are instilled from an early age. Princess Charlotte's observance of royal procedure, in spite of her grief and the gravity of the situation, highlighted her position as a future monarchy leader and exemplified the duty, respect, and continuity that characterize the institution. Both constitutional scholars and royal aficionados have long been captivated by the complexities of royal succession, particularly in the wake of momentous occasions like Queen Elizabeth II's death. Navigating through centuries-old customs, legal regulations, and contemporary interpretations that influence the future of the British monarchy is necessary to comprehend the line of succession. The succession plan during Queen Elizabeth II's reign was simple in theory, but complicated by gender biases and historical antecedents. Prince Charles, Queen Elizabeth II's eldest son, was the first in line to the throne as the direct successor. His two sons, Prince William and Prince Harry, came after him. As Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, started a family, Prince Harry's place in the line of succession changed. The succession order changed when Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis were born. Prince Louis came in 5th, Princess Charlotte in 4th, and Prince George in 3rd. The succession has now changed much more, with Prince Charles becoming King Charles III. As the monarch's eldest son, Prince William becomes the Prince of Wales and takes on the role of direct heir. According to the 2013 Succession to the Crown Act, his children, including Princess Charlotte, thus advance in the line of succession. A major overhaul of British constitutional law was brought about by the Succession to the Crown Act 2013, which sought to do away with the male preference primogeniture system that had historically given precedence to male heirs over female ones. By ensuring that birth order, not gender, determines the succession sequence, this legislative provision gives female royal family members similar rights. The effect of the Succession to the Crown Act is best illustrated by Princess Charlotte's place in the line of succession. Charlotte, who was born on May 2015, is still 4th in line for the throne, regardless of whether she has any siblings in the future. The experiences of her great-aunt, Princess Anne, the only daughter and second child of Queen Elizabeth II, stand in stark contrast to this. Despite being the second oldest child of the Queen and a well-respected member of the royal family who was known for her hard work ethic, Princess Anne was positioned lower in the line of succession because of earlier legislation that favored male successors. As a result of the outdated regulations that the Succession to the Crown Act sought to correct for upcoming generations, Anne today holds the 16th position. Because of the Act's effect on the royal succession, Princess Charlotte and her brothers, Prince George and Prince Louis, are in a position to claim the throne in the future due to their birth order. Regardless of gender, this legislative change demonstrates how the monarchy has adapted to modern ideas of justice and equality, which are in line with social norms today. Princess Charlotte showed leadership qualities in her family from a very young age, especially when she interacted with her older brothers, Prince George and Prince Louis. Although Charlotte is the youngest of the siblings, she has become the dominating one, as family members have seen, as evidenced by several anecdotes from people close to the royal family. When Queen Elizabeth II herself saw Charlotte's power over her older brother, Prince George, it was one of the first examples that demonstrated Charlotte's assertiveness. She engaged with Emily Clay, a 10-year-old girl, who was there with her younger sister, at a function where the Queen was in attendance. Emily's mother hilariously responded that it was actually the other way around, meaning that the younger sister was in charge when the Queen asked if she cared after her younger sibling. In order to confirm that Charlotte had influence over her older brother, despite their different ages, Queen Elizabeth II then made a comparison between Charlotte and George. This short story offered a sweet look into Charlotte's innate leadership abilities, especially at such a young age. Charlotte's role as the aggressive sibling has also been acknowledged by Catherine, Princess of Wales. In her public appearances, Catherine has related stories that demonstrate Charlotte's poise and maturity. An example of this was when Catherine talked about their kids with Samantha Burge, a mother in the crowd. Charlotte, according to Catherine, was maturing rapidly and asserting her authority. This remark highlighted Charlotte's assertiveness within the family dynamic, in addition to reflecting Catherine's pride in her daughter. Several high-profile royal gatherings have also emphasized Charlotte's position as her siblings' supervisor. According to reports, Charlotte took leadership on 2 key occasions in 2022 alone, instructing her older brother, Prince George, on proper conduct. These incidents show not just Charlotte's self-assurance, but also her early understanding of royal customs and expectations. In addition to her relationships with her family, Princess Charlotte has won over the public's admiration with her appearances and engagements. Her composure and endearing antics, which are a reflection of her upbringing and her innate charm, have garnered notice due to her attendance at royal events such family weddings and Trooping the Colour. Charlotte's interests and pastimes further enhance her self-assured manner and leadership abilities. According to reports, she enjoys dancing, doing cartwheels, and participating in gymnastics performances for her family, which demonstrates her vivacious and gregarious nature. Her varied culinary preferences, from cheesy spaghetti to olives, as well as her love of cooking with her family, serve to highlight her vibrant and well-rounded personality. The press has extensively covered and analyzed every facet of Princess Charlotte's existence, from her birth at London's St. Mary's Hospital to her early developmental milestones, making her a well-known personality in the world of media. She began her public life under the observation of the public and paparazzi when she was introduced to the world on the hospital steps wearing a G.H. Hurton Son baby shawl. Princess Charlotte holds a prominent position in the line of succession to the United British throne, being the only daughter and second child of Prince William and Catherine, currently ranked third in line behind her father, Prince William, and older brother, Prince George. Charlotte's place in the monarchy is secure, even though the male preference primogeniture system, which traditionally favors male heirs, may prevent her from taking the throne. Prince William and Catherine have made an effort to give Charlotte and her siblings, Prince George and Prince Louis, as normal a childhood as possible, despite her royal status and the expectations that accompany it. The family made a major shift from Kensington Palace in London to Adelaide Cottage in Windsor in the summer of 2022 in an effort to protect them from the overwhelming media attention and to restore a sense of normalcy. In addition to bringing them closer to Queen Elizabeth II prior to her death, this move gave them the opportunity to escape the bustle of London and find a more sedate, private environment. Along with the decision to move, Princess Charlotte and her brothers also had to change their schools. William and Catherine chose to send their kids to a nearby school where they could flourish away from the royal spotlight because they were involved parents who wanted to be involved in their education and upbringing. This action demonstrates their commitment to striking a balance between their royal responsibilities and their wish to provide their kids with a realistic upbringing. Despite the royal accoutrements, Princess Charlotte's childhood is filled with the pleasures and difficulties that come with being a young child. According to reports and anecdotes, Charlotte is a lively and self-assured little girl who likes to cook with her family and participate in sports like gymnastics and dancing. Her vibrant demeanor and innate charm have won her over the public and demonstrated her potential as a future royal ambassador. As Princess Charlotte ages, her position within the royal family is anticipated to change. Her background, which combines public appearances with intimate family time, equips her for a future in which she will probably participate in ceremonial responsibilities, charitable work, and international representation of the monarchy. Charlotte and her siblings are prepared to handle the demands of their roles while retaining a strong sense of identity and purpose thanks to their parents' attempts to strike a balance between royal duties and a grounded family life. How do you feel about Charlotte's areas of expertise? Please share your thoughts in the space provided below. We hope this video has been useful to you. If you enjoy it, remember to subscribe to the channel, share it, and give a like. I appreciate your viewing, and I hope to see you in the upcoming videos. Farewell.